Well, it's nice that I'll be in a room with people that I admire and fellow filmmakers who have all done excellent work this year. It's nice that the Hollywood Critics Association took the time to put a retrospective together. I haven't seen it, but I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, but there is a lot going on in the world, as you know, and that certainly eclipses everything right now. But I agreed to do this a couple of months ago, and I try to keep my word, so here we are.
Yeah. What was Oscar nomination morning like at home?
It was everything, but especially a big surprise, a big surprise for both of us, and I mean a deep honor, but most of it a great fun to be able to celebrate it together. Well, Modest Paralelos is a great movie, and I think Penelope does an amazing, extraordinary job, and I'm so proud of her as an actress, because the nomination of her only shows how good she is as an actress, but also how much she's doing for roles in Spanish language. The fact that she's nominated for a Spanish role, it's a big deal.
There's a personal connection, but this actually is your story.
It is. It's inspiring. Well, it's so personal to me, you know, coming from a project and a life started on the streets of Belfast, where the movie's partly about movies inspiring me and people like me. So to end up, you know, in the boulevards of Hollywood, actually, you know, going to the Academy Awards it's pretty surreal and trippy and beautiful, and it reminds you that the movies always did allow people to dream big, and I had that great luxury, and I hope some of the films we're celebrating tonight offer that chance to other people.
Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget the first time I played a father when I wasn't a father, and I don't know, it's a hard thing to kind of, you know, fake, basically. But I definitely think being a father of three has definitely helped me now going forward with it. It was slightly different in Belfast. I've got two boys in this movie, so I have no idea how to father boys. I've got three girls at home, so that was sort of new territory for me. But I think it helps you as a human being to be a father, a parent. You know, it sort of rounds you out a bit. Maybe I'm not saying everyone needs to do it, but like certain people, for me, I think I'm a better person as a result of it.
So, first of all, how are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling Oscars is a big deal. And every award actually is a big deal. But the most important thing for me, along with all the big deals, is that our message is getting out there to everyone. It's getting across. It's not something that is new. We've been around for the longest time, but this time the exposure is just phenomenal. It's overwhelming. It's wonderful. Wonderfully overwhelming. And people are talking about it. People are communicating about it. People are thinking about it, having conversations. And that's what we need. A change in a more positive direction. Deaf and disabled communities are so thrilled. And I'm not doing it alone this time. And that's a great feeling.
Tired and feeling like we all went out and partied last night and had a great time and doing it all.
You know?
It was like a dream. I mean, honestly, when that happened, I was like, did they actually just say CODA? I mean, you can see all of our faces were just stunned. And it just means so much, honestly, for that group of actors to get up there on stage in a room full of Meryl Streep and Will Smith and Helen Mirren and all the great actors of our time, and be equal and be looked at and considered stars and actors, which they are, is just incredible. And I hope it means that there's movement forward, and I hope it means that this continues and people are starting to get it. And I'm feeling Hollywood starting to change, and that's a really powerful thing.
From the voters' perspective, I really appreciate them being so excited about a fresh room. Yeah, so 2 days ago, I opened my hotel room door and I shut the door and there was another knock, and there was a second rack of clothing, and then I looked down and there was like 6, 7, 8 racks of clothing being wheeled. Like I became a shopping center, my room, really. And so it was a really interesting and new experience for me. And now you can see what I'm wearing now, so we picked some good stuff.
Friends and collaborators here tonight from different things I worked on this year to get to be with.
Oh, well, with Encanto, it's just the fact that it's connected with so many families, and it's given families a new vocabulary to talk about their own families. If it's hard to talk about your own sister, you can talk about Luisa or Isabella. And then with Tick, Tick, Boom, you know, I saw that show when I was 21 years old, and it like intensified my resolve to want to be here and want to make art, and I just see it connecting in the same way, and I'm just so grateful that the movie is hitting artists and families of artists. Like I keep meeting artists who are like, I showed this to my parents to make them understand, and that just means the world to me, because it, you know, that show knocked me flat, and I'm just literally carrying it forward so that it connects with more people.
It's just nice to be out after the last few years as well.
I've never been in one that was nominated for Best Picture. So I feel like I've wasted this year, but you know, wish maybe we would have spread them out over. You know, one a year is fine. To have 2 in 1 year, I think that's a little excessive, and I'm going to speak to the voters and make sure they never do that again.